Good day, everybody. It's Maxim. Welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program Destiny. That's right, where I'm going for all the achievements of all the things. And we are getting closer all the time. Now, it has been a while since we've been in the DSP Destiny. And, of course, that's because the last final achievements are really big achievements, right? Like, you don't just do them in a day or two. Of course, they take a little time to get done, right? It takes time to get it done, son. That's the way it is. So, of course, putting some of these achievements together is taking a bit longer. So, of course, we were never going to be able to keep up a regular schedule on these last achievements anyway. But we have an update. And, of course, it's good to get this update in now before next week when literally the whole world explodes. Next week, of course, there are not one, not two, but 3 new games coming out on the channel, and I am going to be pulling my hair out. Thanks to Point Campus for not letting anybody know until this morning that you were going to drop a new DLC on Monday. Like, you could have let everybody know sooner on that one. So, anyway, nevertheless, it's a good thing we're doing this update today because chances are squeezing this in for the rest of the month isn't going to happen. But we have a couple of updates to show and all the things. Yeah, next week is going to be crazy. Noko, I hope you're doing really good. And if turns out we're starting on your planet first. So that's the thing, right? I could do the 2 Point Campus DLC a bit later, but it's like anything else, Noko. It's a supply and demand feature. Everybody, of course, as soon as it drops, those who are going to be YouTubers are going to play it, and of course, you got to kind of get on top of that, right? So I'd be on it. I am on top of it. It's all good in the neighborhood. Of course, I wanted to say a shout out to CapCab, our latest subscriber. I am using an older template, so you can't actually see the name scrolling at the bottom of the screen today because, the last time we actually did DSP was about 4.5 months ago. So the template has slightly changed since, so as you can see the scrolling names. But nevertheless, I did want to do the shout out, of course, to everybody who watches. And, of course, I appreciate that very, very much. Let's switch on over now to the in-game of the things. Look at that. Wow, there we are. Guess where we are? We're on the Noko Supply Planet. You betcha. That's right. And of course, the Noko Supply Planet here in the Maximus system, in the Maximus universe, supplies all the material needed for the literally hundreds of planets. I mean, we got thousands of ships flying around here, right? I mean, that's what all the little dots you see flying around here. We have thousands of ships flying around the universe doing things. And the Noko Supply Planet is one of those things. It supplies the stuff and the things. And of course, we want to talk about bring everybody up to speed. Let's see what's been going on in the game. So let's have a look at that first. Achievements. When we last left off, we were actually at 80, I think 88 or 89 achievements. Now, the very last achievement was maximum efficiency that we were striving for, and for some reason, I was stuck at like 84.36%, and you needed to have it at 85%. So let's see if I can't find that achievement in this list, because it's, oh boy, yeah, because that's a thing. Where is that achievement? Surprise 4, surprise 5. I mean, when you got most of the achievements done now, it's getting crowded. It's getting crowded in here. Space junk, sonic booms, burn baby burn. Nope, that's not it. Planet explorer times before our time. Let me tell you. That warp drive, that was pretty crazy. Lean mean machines, all the things. Maximum efficiency, is that it? Yes, there we go. So this was not achieved in our last live stream when we did it. And I do want to talk about this one. This is where I had to go to a tidal-locked planet. And we put down 100 ray receivers. Of course, we had to have a Dyson Sphere too, right? So that was a thing. So we built a Dyson Sphere. We then put 100 ray receivers down. And of course, because they're all focused on that one side of the sun, they would build up charge, right? And they were stuck at like 84%, and we couldn't figure out why that was, right? So I'm going to show you why. The reason was because of research. That's right. It turns out to get that kind of level, you need to get to level 10. Well, you have to do level 9 in ray transmission efficiency. So if you are trying to go for maximum efficiency and you've got yourself on a tidal lock planet and you seem stuck at like 82 or 83%, just keep pumping the ray transmission efficiency until you get it. Now, for me, it took to level 9. But once I hit level 9, the second I hit it, boom, I got the achievement. And of course, by getting the achievement, it was all good in the neighborhood. All right. So that is, unfortunately, there was no way for me to capture that. I didn't realize it was going to give me the achievement as soon as I'd done the research. Otherwise, because I was still troubleshooting what the problem was, and I was building like extra ray receivers, and I actually built a second build on another tidal lock system, and I still was stuck there. I was trying all kinds of things, but that's how you get around the maximum efficiency goof that we had. Now, today, of course, we're going to do another achievement, I hope. Oh, we could have figured that out a bit sooner. Yeah, well, yes, but, I mean, you know, it's not like there's a guide out there saying, oh, by the way, make sure that you've done like at least a level 9 on your research to get that efficiency, right? You know, that's just the way it is. So here are the 10 achievements we still have to get. We've got Secrets of the Universe 2, which is 10 million research done. Let me show you how we're doing on that. So we've obviously done 2 million research because that allowed us to get another achievement of the 1 million research at once, right? And of course, we've got a planetary system that has like 1,000 labs on it, and it just blasts out research like it's yesterday's newspaper in 60 seconds, right? So, of course, we've got 2 million research done, but we need 8 million more. But let's have a look now at how that's doing. So let's go to production. While we have a look at that, we'll go to total, we'll go to entire star cluster, and we'll move to the bottom. So every once in a while, I run the game for a little while, I do some things for a little while, and it is building up. It is continuing to build up. So we've spent 2 million. I've got an extra 3.5 million in the bank, right? Or 5 million. And I'm going to keep letting this build up until we have enough to do 10 million. And then the next live stream will be us just literally pumping through any research I want to get the 10 million achievement, right? So I've just been letting these build up. You know, every once in a while I do a little researchy thing, like the ray receivers, right? Like I'll research ray. I research the ray. I mean, the ray receiver research was like 106,000 or something. It was like nothing, right? Nothing too exciting about it. But we'll find something to spend 10 million research on. Okay, that's a thing we'll do. So that is the one that is. Ooh, that's my bad. Going the wrong way. That is the one that's in progress. And as soon as we have enough research built, we're obviously going to do a stream and do that one. We're going to do this one today, hopefully. I saw this in a movie once, and that is we're going to cover an entire planet with foundations, you betcha. And, of course, let's have a look at what else we got. This was one of the ones that we're going to leave towards the very end, and that is unlock all technologies. That's right. I have literally 5 million research sitting on the side, and I still have not unlocked the entire technology tree. I'm doing that on purpose. And that's because, as I go in here for a second, things like logistics stacking and stuff I've been avoiding only because it throws off my calculations, right? Like I know a belt will move, like, a Mark III belt will move 1,800 items a minute, right? So I don't really want to start having like multi-stacking sorters, and I don't want to start having, quirky things like that where I have to do a lot of extra math calculations all the time in my head. Because right now I can just quickly do stuff in my head and builds things, right? So you'll notice here there are like 4 or 5 things I need to do extra research on to get it up and running. Yeah, well, oh no, we have standard stacking. We have stacking, right? Vertical construction. That's all done. The logistics station, but this is logistics station stacking, which I'm okay. It doesn't really matter if I have it or not. I mean, the universe is running fine, right? Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize I had the game music turned off. That's my bad. There, we have game music. I am going to turn the volume down a little bit. So that is why that is one of the 10. One of the 10 that's not done. But obviously, all I have to do is literally just click the 5 boxes that I haven't done, and we would do that one in like 2 minutes. But I'm saving that for late. I'm saving that one for the same time we do Secrets of the Universe, right? So that's why that is. Now, the 0.5 resource, I thought I had set this map up as a 0.5 resource, but I must have missed it somehow and set it up as a 1 resource when I started this series. So I will have to do this again. That's okay though, because it turns out this universe doesn't have a red giant. Who knew, right? And it turns out you need a red giant for one of these. Where is it? There it is, right there. Build a Dyson Sphere around a red giant star. So we were going to have to do a second. We were going to do a second mini playthrough anyway to do the next 2, which is the Don't Break a Sweat and Mission Impossible, which of course these 2 achievements are the speed achievements, right? Because I have to do these on a separate map anyway, at the same time, we'll set it up so as we can get a red giant star and the 0.5 resource on that at the same time. That way we can knock those 4 achievements out or 5 achievements out as we need them, right? That's the same with Environmentalist. We weren't going to be able to do that in 10 hours, but yeah. I mean, it's only 10 hours, right? Sure. In fact, most playthroughs, I've looked up to a couple of playthroughs on it. Most do it in just around 5 hours, right? Yes, it takes a lot of planning. But I mean, if obviously, doing it in 5 hours is pretty concentrated. But so it should be able to do it in 10 hours. And overall, so this achievement, the 0.5 resource, Didn't Break a Sweat, Mission Impossible, We Can Make It If We Try, will be on, and the Environmentalist will be on that other map, right? So Center Brain needs more energy. This is where you have to get to 1 tetrawatt. That just requires you to build a bunch of Dyson Spheres, right? Let's have a look at power for a second. So power, in this case, we are making about 40 gigawatts. We're only using 5. We only use 5, but we're making 40 gigawatts across the universe, right? So let's see. Let's go back to achievements. One of the achievements is 50 gigawatts, so we should be able to get this one as well. And of course, we'll do a stream or something like that when that one comes along. Maybe we'll try to get this one as close as I can to doing this one, so as we get Secrets of the Universe and the Universe Factory at the same time, so as we can knock those 2 out together, right? So today, though, I just wanted to update you about the Ray receiver issue we had from the last live stream. And, of course, we do have to do a little bit of maintenance work today. You'll notice that the sciences themselves, purple science is the cripple. It's the one that's having the problems, and the reason is oil. Oil is a slight problem at the moment. Where is my production? Sure. Yeah. Purple is well. That's the last 100 hours. Give me totals. Go down here, dude. No. Give me the last 10 minutes. Yeah. So you'll notice here, purple is really bummed out, right? It's hurting. Now, the reason that blue, red, and yellow are low is because they're full. They can only make as fast as purple is, and because purple can't go any faster than 341 at the moment, they can only go as fast as 350, which has really slowed down our matrix making. I'm usually making between 800 and 1,000 a minute, but we are hurting at the moment because we aren't making enough purple. So we're going to fix that up today as well. So let's have a look at things. Let's get out of this view. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 20 boxes of foundations. Each box holds 60,000 foundations. I'm hoping it's enough foundations to cover the Noko supply planet in foundation. As you can see, I have already started on the bottom, so we don't even have to worry about this. And of course, if we cover Noko's supply planet entirely with foundation, that of course is going to give us the I seen this in a movie once achievement. But we're going to do that towards the end of the stream. Right now, we're going to actually take off. You are going to be the Death Star. Yes, sir. So with that, though, we are off to the O'Connell system. What? Yes, that's right. Of course, we have lots of people and lots of planets, of course, named in here. And I do need to name a few more. But we're off to the O'Connell system. And that is because that is where... I don't think that's where Purple Science is made, but I think... Well, it is where Purple Science is made. But just zoom in on that for a minute. Is this where they have a planet here? That's Astrongel. Nope, that's Astrongel. And all right, so no, it's not. We are going to go to the O'Connell system, but not yet. Where is the other system? Was it Vicky? Was it the Vicky system? Let me. Maybe it was Vicky. Maybe it was Vicky's system that I have to go to first. Let me have a look. I know one of these has the planet I want. There it is, Oceanic Jungle. Yes, and it has lots of oil. So we have to go to the Vicky system. Okay, there we go. We listen. It's a busy time. There's a lot of ships flying around and things, right? I get confused easily. Let's see. Now you should have put the arrow on that. You goof. Turn up this way. There you go. There's Vicky. Do that. Do this. All right. Let's head off to the Vicky system. I've got everything in the inventory. Hopefully. Well, do you? You got nothing to make power. I don't think you do. Do you? Do you need something to make power? I think Vicky's planetary system already has a Dyson Sphere. We should probably check that out. Let's take a few items with us anyway, just to be safe, right? Yeah, there's some people on that list I haven't seen in a while, but of course that's because people are busy all the time and all those things and blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. All right, let's take a few. I'm going to take a few ray receivers with me. I don't know if we'll need them. How many is that? Yeah, well, let's take those with me just in case, right? Because, you know, we got power poles, we got lots of lines, got lots of things. Okay, let's just do that for now. Hopefully we won't need, like, any other power sources. We'll get this up and running. Now, the Wiki. Yep, the Vicky system is our white science planet. It's where all the white science is made. But that is not the planet we're actually going to. We can stop there on the way, though. Obviously, the Vicky system is where we combine all the things to make science. Wow, that actually is pretty loud, Max. Here, you better turn that down just a little bit, dude. There you go. There, that way it's not so loud. Hopefully it's not loud. Come on up here, dude. We gotta come up into the... Mr. O! And how's it going today? Now, as it turns out, I was just about to name one of these systems after you, but I'm actually going to do some system naming here shortly. But I got to get to the Vicky system to actually set this up. Haven't seen this game for some time. No, I haven't had the game running in some time. Well, here on the channel for about 4.5 months. Of course, we just getting ready to do another couple achievements today. The ray receivers is already done, but we're going to do the Death Star one here shortly. But I have to set up some new oil for Purple Science because we're running a little low. We're running a little low on that Purple Science. Listen, what planet are we going to? I don't know. You just flew by one though. Yeah. No, you need to go over here, dude. Let's do this. How about you get rid of the silly arrow, because that drives me crazy. Yep, do that. All right, we'll zip on over here, and that, of course, right there, Vicky 3 is the white science planet. We'll have a look at that here in a sec. But we're going to come over here to get some oil, because we need some oil, right? Yeah, lazy days and ill person common cold streak. Well, yeah, that will do it, right? That's for sure. I mean, things happen, right? Things happen. All right, there we go. Oh, thanks, autosave. And of course, this file is pretty big. I mean, this file is like like I don't know what it is, like 300 megabytes or something now. So it's really slow at updating. Okay, there we go. So we are here on this brand new planet because we need all the oil and the things. Let's have a look at this planet. Where's the top and the bottom? Yeah, this planet has no power at all. So I'm going to have to actually put down some of this stuff. Okay. You know what you should have brought with you? Foundations. Duh. That would have been smart, Max. You know, you just made 1.5 million foundations. You couldn't bring some with you? Well, that would have been too smart. And you just flew by where you want to go. Okay, well, we got to get some power down, so let's work on that. Did I bring any generators? No, I didn't bring anything. I have nothing. All I've got is a bunch of discs. Okay, well, that is what it is, dude. So you're gonna have to work with it. Really? You're gonna take that as collision? Come on, dude. Work with me here. There we go. Let's get some of this down. Get this pumped up and rocking. Zip. There we go. And get this down here. All right, that's fine. I don't care. This doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to work, people. Yeah, okay. Collision, blah, blah, blah. All the things. Can we get some more down here? Yep. Yeah, of course. I got my tree and decorations up. You betcha. I'm good to go. I mean, you know, I've got my in the sunroom. I have my Christmas tree in blue and silver, and in the main living room, my living area, I have my red and gold tree. Right? You know, oh yeah, I got dudes. I'm all for the. I'm all for it. I am all up on that. I totally agree. Yep, I'm all decorated. We are ready to go, people. It is it is a happy time of year, and gosh darn, someone's making me. I'm going to be happy about something. Why are you being fussy like that? Come on. There we go. Just put them down. I need this to work. I need power. I don't know how much power we're going to get out of this thing. We should actually do pretty good. Okay. Yep. I listen. Yep. That's fine. Whatever. I just need power for running a bunch of oil wells. That's it. This doesn't have to be great. Yep. Do that. Do this. All the things. There we go. Yeah, you got to get your Christmas groove on, dudes. You know, it's the time of year. Get your happy ho-ho holidays on, right? You know, I don't know why people delay that stuff. I mean, it's cold, it's dark, you need something to cheer up with, or I do anyway. All right, let's see how much power we're generating out of these things. Yeah, okay, that's you. Requested power, blah, 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 all the things. Yeah, the Dyson Sphere is putting out all kinds of power. Dude, you need a power pole. That's the problem. Give me a power pole, would you? Okay, how much power are we doing? 595 megawatts. That'll be more than enough for this experiment. So, let's get it on. Let's see. I need a lot of oil wells. Why aren't the oil wells in here? What happened here? Oil extraction. What? They're right there. Look. Oil refining. Oh, these are oil refiners. They're not oil extractors. You goof. You brought the wrong thing. Oh, gee whiz. All right, listen. Fine. We have 5 Black Dinoco. You know what? Before we do that, let's do a little renaming. Because, gosh darn it, you forgot the things. You forgot the things. Let's see. Zoom way out here, dudes. You gotta zoom way out here. We'll give Mr. O, Zip over here, we'll give him, the black hole. Because that just sounds very, Mr. OSIS. Black hole. BH. There we go. He is now the owner of the black hole system. There you go. The system which we did all of our crazy running around on. I am going to rename a system for a few others, such as Chi and Nick, and a few others here. Let's see. Zip on over here. This can be for Chi, the Chi system. There we go. And let's see. You know what? This will be the Nick system. Nicola. I think it's Dio, but I will fix it if it's not. There we go. This system, of course, is where we have the mega setup of our science. So we can produce so much science, all the sciencey things. There's the Dyson Sphere on that one. Let's see. We didn't even have a Christmas wreath yet. Didn't even light a candle. Heck yeah, black hole. Well, yeah, dude, I gave you a black hole. I mean, you get the black hole in the system. No, not even for the first adventure, and I forgot to buy one. I forgot to buy one. Well, you know, things happen. Things happen, dude. It's totally understandable. Okay, I got to fly back to the. I might have to go to Planet Max for this. I mean, it's very rare for me to have oil wells, even on the, even over in Nick's system, even the NOCO system. We haven't been to the Max system like in a long time, so let's do that. The Maximus system, the system where it all started, the system of all the things. I guess we'll go there. Because we haven't been there in a long time, and you know we're kind of doing the review tour of things, right? Because we haven't played in like 4 or 5 months, so you know we're doing the grand tour of things. I mean, you got to go back to the home system; it's just the way it is, right? You know, you got to see what's going on back at home base. Home base is actually pretty quiet. Well, one, it has to import all its material; it has none anymore. Ran out some time ago, of course. But even so, it's still pretty quiet back at the home base. You know, it only does supplies. Sometimes it does a little bit of science, because it does have a little bit of a science setup, but, you know, it's a thing. The missus made a beautiful round thing that would be painful to forget candles. Okay. Whoa. Dude, you just flew by. You just flew by your own system. Slow down, dude. Yep, turn around. Yep, come back here a little bit. Where's the planets at? There's the planets. Somewhere's around here. If we can just kind of half hit one of them. There we go. Who's good? All right. And boop. I'm going to sneeze. Just a second. Okay, did we get landed? Okay, we got landed. All right, well, I'm just trying to hold off on sneezing here for a second. Winter and my nose is always hard. It's always hard. Let me tell you. Where am I, dude? Well, you're on the home planet. But where am I on the home planet? You are upside down on the home planet. Okay. You got to go this way. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Are we here? Are we there? Yes, we're here. Park it. Okay, cool. Let me see. What is these? These are not oil refiners. That's not good. What are these? Yes, oil refinery. But I need oil. I need oil things. Please select a recipe. Buildings. Oil extractors. I need oil extractors, dude. And I need them like yesterday. So let's see how fast you can collect on that. You need stone. Oh, okay. Well, you're getting stone. You're putting stone in there. You got to remember this. The mall's designed at a tier 1 pace, right? So, you know. All right. It's doing pretty good though. There's one. We're going to need about, I probably need about 10 or 12 of these, so we'll just hang out here around the Mac system for a few minutes, take a quick look around. This, of course, is the Mega Mall of all the things, which, of course, here on the Mac system, like everything that you need to kind of build, right, from 1 to 3, you know, sorters, inserters, all the stuff, labs, right, even proliferation, right, to make stuff better, stronger, faster. Even our introductory towers and all that stuff is made in the mall. It's all pretty crazy here. Just to show you, the science is, which of course is not really running, but the science is up here somewhere. It's up here somewhere. Is it at the very top now? Did I move it to the very top? No. Where is the science nowadays? I don't know. Well, it was over here at one time, past these. There's the science. I knew it was here somewhere. Now, this is not the main science that we have now. Of course, like I said, the Vicky system actually does all white science and a bunch of other stuff. And the Nick system, I think, is doing the rest of it. But this was the beginner setup science that we had here running on the planet for doing this stuff to at least get our initial wins, right, and all this stuff, right? I know, sneezing, holy smokes, it's hard. I don't know what it is with the winter, man. It's just crazy. So this is where the science is. This is a mini oil setup. This is our starter oil, of course, just to kind of get hydrogen up and running. But this is the main oil setup over here. Oh, that was for a challenge. This is the main oil setup, and it's designed after one of my mini oil setups that I have. And I love this setup. I love it, a nice, easily blueprintable setup, which allows it, that I designed. Basically, it allows it to double cycle around on itself, and then when it has free gas or whatever, it can free things up. It prevents jamming, which is really, really nice. All these labs here are fake. These are fake labs. This is for the height challenge, right? So you have to, like, you have to without flying, you have to get up so high off a planet. I forget which one of the 100 achievements that is, but it is one of them. And so you have to actually jump from block to block until you get that achievement. It's actually quite hard. I'll tell you, jumping from block to block to get up this high is actually quite hard. But it is doable. I have done it. It is one of the achievements that I've done. Yeah, overall, this down here, as mentioned, the Maximus system is out of all the things. It has no iron, it has no copper, it has no silicone, it has no titanium, obviously, because your starter planet never does. The only thing it has left is some stone and some coal. So we have to import everything into this planet, and that's what's going on down here. This is the import hub, where everything gets imported from space and then gets distributed around the planet, right? So that's what's going on down here. And yeah, the rest of the planet is basically just made around the sciences, right? So, you know, everything that you need for the sciences, pretty straightforward, nothing too exciting. For those who've played DSP before, right? It's like, yeah, well, you need stuff for sciences like antimatter and blah, 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 and green science, right? Now, this green science is one of the few things that actually runs a lot. And the reason is because this is where our antimatter, our warpers come from. So I actually make almost all the warpers here and then distribute them across the galaxy. So you'll see here I've got 5,700 warpers, and we take those warpers across the galaxy based on what we need, right? So that is one of the few things that the Maximus system still does. It makes warpers. It still makes all the warpers for the entire galaxy. So that is pretty cool. Let's see, where am I going now? We got to go back to get the labs. There, Max. I just got to find my mall. There's the mall. Here we go. See, things are coming back. I mean, you know, every once in a while, it's a thing. Why did you not put them into the box? Why did it not put them into the box? It should have just taken that. It should be. I mean, you've even got a thing hooked onto your box. Like, oh, because you blocked the box. There, do that, dude. Duh. Well, I mean, it's all right. That's fine. I mean, that's okay. We get 12. We'll get another 5 here or so, and then we'll take off, and then we'll be good to go. So, yeah. So basically, this is the starter mall. Well, this is the starter build, right? So this is again, this is a very easily blueprintable thing where you can get all your starter stuff up and running, right? So your iron, your copper, your titanium, titanium ingots, silicone stuff, all the things, and then of course the mall. The beginner's mall starts out on this lower strip, and then as you get higher tiers, it then converts into the upper strip, right? So this is a three-part mall, right? So that's how this works. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place. It's all pretty cool. Let's see. How's the oil wells doing? Yeah, I'll take them. What do you got? 16? You know what? I will wait for 20. I don't think there's 20 wells there, but we'll wait for 20 anyway. I mean, it's only 3 more. It's only 3 more. It's all good to go. Nice to see the home world again anyway. Of course, this is a triple planetary thing. So it's a gas giant. All 4 planets are right here. This only has 1 orbiting planet. The gas giant has 3 planets orbiting it. This is a really rare thing in this in the game. So my home world is here, and then of course I have a rocky salt planet and an arid desert planet. And it's funny that they all orbit this gas giant, which orbits the star. So yeah, just a little bit of difference. All right, is that going to do it? You know what? 19's close enough. We're out of here. All right, so let's head back to the Vicky system. Which just happens to be right in front of me. Awesome. Don't hit the big gas giant, Max, because that'll just slow you down. Cool. Hit the gas, and away we go. Zip. And off we go. So obviously, we're going to get this oil down. That way we get the plastic fixed, or the purple science fixed up. We'll head to the O'Connell system just to double check the plastic, or the... I keep saying plastic. Can you tell I've been playing way too much Railgrade lately? The O'Connell system for the purple science, and then we'll take a buzz on over to white science, and then circle back to the Noco system to turn it into the Death Star, right? Close the box. What box do I have? What box do I have open? Do I have a box open? Did I have a box open? Do I have a box closed? I don't know. Maybe. That's not what you want. You want this, Max. Slow down. No, stop. Slow down, dude. Slow down. Turn around. Yep, this is where you need to go. Boom. The inventory box. You mean this box? Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, all the boxes are closed. I can't close any more boxes. I'm pretty sure I've got all the boxes closed. Anyway, nevertheless, we're here. We're going to put down some oil wells. Give me an oil well. Gosh darn it. So we can get some stuff done here. Oh, go away. You opened a slot in the box on the... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I see. Well, yeah, I mean, you are talking about me, right? I open and close boxes all the time. Okay, so oil. Yep, thank you very much. All the things. Listen, we need power for this stuff, dude. Well, it turns out you just put down a bunch of ray receivers. Are you going to bring power down here or what? Yep, come on down. Be the next contestant. Do that, do this. And... No. Where is it? Yeah, I want one of these, please. Can I have one of these? Can you put it right there? Can you put a belt into it? Sure. Yep. Oil. Where is the oil? There it is. Supply the oil. Yep. All the things. Here, just do something like that. Listen, we need split that again, put that in there, jack that up. Cool. That's one. Let's see where the rest of them are. Well, I see one right below me. All right, so let's go for that one. Down here, go through the trees, all the things, go this way. Yep, come on down. Oh, stop. Okay. This planet actually has some really good, some good stuff on it. So maybe I'll I'll come back to this planet a little later, set up more things. So we need that. We need one of these. Yep, give that to me, dude. There we go. We need a little bit of this. Oh, really? Thank you. You need to put this, do that. Jack that up. Put that in. Yep, put that in there. Just back that off a little bit just so as it isn't losing its mind. And now you can put the power to it. And 2, 3. Okay. Now let's have a look to see where the rest. Oh my goodness! Look at all the symbols on this thing. You're never going to find all the oil wells in this mess. Well, there's one right there. And there's one right there. Okay, cool. Well, then let's head on over to this one. At least if I get the upper planet ones, then I can at least kind of start working on that. Do that. And we'll slap in this. And I know repetitiveness is kind of boring, but I will try to make it as entertaining as possible. What can I tell you? Zip that, zip this, do that and this. Right? Okay, yep, cool. You gonna grab some power for that, Max? All right. Well, grab the power. There you go. Bring it on over here. There we go. Now, I seen oil up here. So we'll come up here and go and get it. Oh, there's more oil, so that's actually really good. But you're going to need some power for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Do this. Man, Purple Science is going to love me. It's going to be great. Do that. Now, yep. Put that in there. And do that with this and that. Put the 25 drones in there. Yep, come on, do it, dudes. I got things to do today. There we go. Now, I actually am going to stop here. Give me this power line, dudes. You're being so cranky. All right, I am going to stop here for a second. I am going to put down the biggie tower now, so as we can start getting this oil off the planet to the places that want it. So we're going to do this. We're going to do, yep, do that. There we go. The only thing I'm using the oil for now is plastic. Everything else, I like carbon and all that stuff, organic crystal, all that stuff is being made with specialized planets. But plastic, you still need oil for plastic, and unfortunately, you need plastic for Purple Science. So it is kind of something you still got to kind of keep up on every once in a while. Yeah, they don't have like a synthetic plastic replacement, right? Like if you look at plastic, the only way to make plastic, so like here, like for example, let's look at graphene, right? So graphene is made from oil. Okay, cool, right? Oil. Or you can make it from ice, right? From the ice giant planets. It's the same as, let's see, where's another nice example? Strange that they don't have that as an example because you can, yeah, like you can make that from stone, but you can get that raw from the planet, right? Okay, well, here's another example, right? Triangles and circuit boards, or you can get the crystals and the circuit boards. But the only way to make plastic is with oil, and the only way to get oil, of course, is refined oil, and refined oil needs crude oil. So that, yeah, it's kind of a bummer, actually. Local demand. We're going to remote supply. We're going to throw as many ships as this thing will hold. Boom. As you can see, I just made everybody in the whole world excited, and they are very happy to come up here and start grabbing all the oil. All the things. They're going to need warpers because they've got to deliver this stuff around the galaxy, but we don't want too many warpers. Remote demand. Do that. And we're going to need, local storage for that. That will be fine. All right, so that will at least get the oil up and running so as we can get it into the purple system. We'll put down some more oil wells here first, though. Let's not leave right away. So see how like this planet has organic crystal? Well, without the organic crystal, of course, you have to make it out of oil. But once you find planets with organic crystal, you don't use oil anymore, right? So, that's just the way it is. But the one thing you still need it for is plastic. Well, but you know what? I say that all the time, right? Like here in Canuck land, right? Out west in Alberta, Saskatchewan, bits of some of Manitoba, but more Saskatchewan and Alberta. Those are big oil provinces in my country, right? And there's a lot of people that go on about, if we replace all the oil with solar and stuff, what's going to happen to Alberta, blah, blah, blah. We're always going to need oil. You're always going to need oil, right? Even if you replaced everything of oil, right, you still aren't replacing everything of oil. Like, you still need oil for grease. You still need lubrication, right? So, like, yes, bearings still need grease. Yes, and they are making synthetic oils and stuff, but you still need oil. You're always going to need oil, right? And so like when you hear these arguments, and I'm not saying that oil isn't important or whatever, right? I'm not out to replace all of it. Like, that's just not me, right? If you're looking for an environmentalist guy, that's not me. That's definitely not me. But at the same time, look what oil has gotten us into, right? Now we have, and I'm skirting my rule of no politics here, but I will do it for a few seconds. Look at the troubles of the world we're having at the moment and its dependence on oil. Yet here we make enough oil in North America 10 times over to supply our own needs if we just weren't using it in everything, right? So if I don't care where my house energy comes from, so what if it's made from solar panels and wind? Whoop-de-ding-do. We'll still use lots of oil for cars and ball bearings and, all kinds of stuff, right? So you'll never get rid of all the oil. I don't think you ever will. And I don't think we should have to worry about that. It's just, yes, we do need to use less of it because the planet does need a break today. It needs a break. Like, it should not be 25 degrees here where I live in November. All right, I'll just tell you that right now. It's probably not good. It's not good when that happens. At the same time, though, don't get me wrong. I love it being nice and warm here in November. That's awesome. But it's probably not good for the planet overall. And so, we got to do something. At the same time, we're not going to get rid of oil. You're just not going to get rid of all of it. And I'm perfectly fine with that, right? You're going to need oil for lubrication. You're going to need oil for so many other things. And yeah, so it turns out in the game, and how do we get out of this? Yeah, in the game, you still need oil for one product, and that is plastic. And because you need plastic for purple science, I have to, on the odd occasion, every 100 hours or so, go find some planets with some oil on them and make things, right? Yeah, see, if we make a Dyson Sphere in real life, but you're still going to need oil, right? You still need oil for lubrication and, thruster control system. Oil's not going to go away, right? We just need to use less oil, right? So as we don't just blow it all like in jet engines and cars all the time, right? That's the thing. But yeah, we're never going to use all the oil, which is fine, right? Let's do this, do that. I would like to at least get a couple more of these up and running because you need them. Purple Science needs them really bad. There we go. So yeah, it's I'm not a climate denier or any of that junk. We got lots of problems with climate. And at the same time though, I fully realize that we're never going to get fully rid of oil because we need oil for so many things, whether it's specific types of material, like specific plastics material. Yes, you can synthesize plastic now, but not all of it. Different types of lubrication can only be done with oil. I think it's like foods. It's like eating, right? 1 cup of coffee a day doesn't hurt you at all, right? 10 cups of coffee an hour is probably bad for you, right? We're not saying get rid of all the coffee out of your body, just cut back a lot, right? It's the same with like having a glass of wine, right? One glass of wine probably isn't going to hurt you, right? 10 glasses an hour, probably not good for you, right? So be smart about it. We're not trying to get rid of all the wine. We're just trying to be in balance, right? You balance everything. Like, it's okay to eat out on the odd occasion, but just don't eat out 5 times a week, right? You know, that's what it is. Find an oil giant then. Yeah, well, that's what that's what you got to do, right? Why hasn't Elon Musk done that already? He's too focused on Mars. And again, don't get me wrong, he's done a lot of great and this is probably another semi-controversial topic I shouldn't talk about, but anyway, he's done a lot of crazy things. He definitely has pushed the boundaries of what space can really do, right, with current technology. He has shown, the politicians that, hey, you know what? You don't have to spend $4 billion to make a reusable rocket. Look at that. I do it all the time. Why did Artemis 1 take so long to build and be so over budget and so extra many years when he's got rockets taking off and landing all the time? It's just silly. So he proves his point all the time, but he does it with super lofty goals, which may or may not be achievable, right? I don't think Mars is actually the best step anyway. Venus would have been the better step because you can do... the one thing that everybody's not looking at is the gravity problem, and that's a problem, right? It's a big problem. So you can't just slap humans on a planet with like a fraction of the gravity and not expect to have a lot of health issues. I'm just pointing that out, right? You're going to have a lot of problems, people. But whatever. Okay, so that is all the upper oil. I got 2 back here, though. Cool. Let's go get them. Come on, dude. You can run a little faster than that. Oh, you know what you can do? There, do that. That'll make things that work faster. Speed mod. There's a reason you installed the speed mod, and it's so you can go faster. You betcha. Okay, do the things. Do this. And that. 25 of those. Crank that to 100. Give me some power. All the things. Do. There we go. And now, this one. Do this, do that. Yep, do this. Get me some things, and do that. Now, don't get me wrong. If they come up with an anti-gravity type system, then Mars isn't a problem, right? I have several mods involved. I actually have 10 mods installed, but I'm only using... I think I'm only using 2 of them right now. One of them is a speed mod, just to get around the just getting around the planet faster. You have to be very careful with the speed mod, though. Like, for example, I couldn't use the speed mod at the beginning of the series because one of the things you had to do within the first hour was to get off the system and get to another planet. And if you were using a speed mod, that would actually go against you, right? But yeah, I have a couple mods installed. One of them is a speed mod, just so as you can get across the planet faster. You can do stuff like that without, wasting a lot of time, right? I do have the flashlight mod installed, but I don't use that often. I'm okay with the dark side of the planets every once in a while. It doesn't bother me any. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing nothing because I forgot to set you up. You're a bum. Okay, well, let's not make you a bum anymore. Let's do this. There you go. Do that. All right, let's actually double check. Are you doing oil? Yes, you are. 1,182 of it per minute. Awesome. Let's actually check the tower up here. Make sure we're getting enough oil out of this thing now. Oh, yes! We are definitely getting enough oil out of this thing. Awesome. Cool. Now, let's go to the Vicky system. No. Yes. No, the Econo system. We have to go to the Econo system and fix purple science. Cool. Now we got enough oil. Let's do something with it. Where is the Econo system? It's right beside it. It's a nice part. That's why you picked the Vicky system, because it was close. All right, zoom. There we go. Yeah, it's only like 5 light years away, dude. It's pretty close, actually. Zip. Off we go. To do things a bit easier. Yeah, basically it just... Yeah, they're quality of life mods, right? Hey, Cap, what's up? Hey, for me, one of the best mods is LTSM for logistics. Yeah, I might actually play with that mod once I get around to, like when I do the new part of the series here in the new year. December's going to be so jammed up. So jammed up. We don't need to go to the Amy planet. There's a lot of story to that. This is not the right planet. Where are we going here, Max? I'm pretty sure it's not Amy that we're going to. No. Where's that ship going? Well, he's going somewhere. But that's not where we're going. Get out the map, dude. Listen, first of all, get rid of the silly arrow. Pull this out. Yes, O'Connell 3. That's where we want to go. We definitely don't want to go to the Amy planet. Nope. So, there's a story to that. Amy is O'Connell's ex-missus, and it's a frozen planet, and it was requested that I name that planet because she was very cold-hearted. So and we never go to the Amy planet. It's just the way it is. What? I don't have enough space warpers. Well, that's not good. How about you fix that? Yeah. So no going to the Amy planet. It's just a thing. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? ITSM should be built in. Yeah, right. It would be really nice. But you know what? It's kind of like all games, right? Like you know, whether you're playing Factorio or Satisfactory, stuff like that. Like there are several mods out there that should be just built into the game, right? And then it's like, well, like look at Satisfactory. I mean, they finally put blueprints into the game, right? After what, 3 years? And even then, it's kind of limited. I can see a lot of people still using mods to do mass blueprinting, right? Just because of what mods can do versus what the built-in stuff. But I will say it is nice to have something in the game. Well, it's the same as this game, right? Until blueprints were put into the game, right? You had to use mods, and the blueprinting system in this game is really good. It's like 95% good from the mod. I think the mod was just a bit better at blueprinting than the built-in system. But I'm glad they put it into the game because those who don't use mods, like, I mean, a lot of games I play, I don't use mods. So it is nice to have a game where it's actually in the game, right? But you're always going to have mods for some games to get them final touches. RimWorld, I mean, gee whiz. The amount of quality life mods in that game is crazy, right? There are just so many things that are kind of like... I mean, RimWorld has so much in the game, yet... there are so many mods out there that make the game even better. It's super crazy, right? I mean, it is pretty super crazy. Hey, look at that. We've got a lot of oil coming in. Listen, are you getting oil? Yes, like truckloads of oil now. Awesome. That's why we have all the brown cubes coming out there, Max. And that's great because look at all that hydrogen coming out. And look at all the oil going in here and being taken away for purple science. That's what that's supposed to do. I might actually try to get some other oil in here, but that's the way that is. Let's see how the purple science is doing now, because this was the problem, right? Plastic is still the shortfall. I mean, I could try to steal some plastic from the home planet, right? Because, I mean, we're not really using it in the home planet. I say that, though, but we're not really using the plastic fast enough. These lines are full. So you know what? I'm not actually going to panic on that. Let's have a look at my numbers, see how they're doing. Yeah, boom, look at that. There we go. Last 10 minutes, 741. There's what we're looking for. So, again, we just went from 3.25 to 742 with the plastic fix. Yes, this is good. This is very good. We're back in business. Here's, of course, where we make Purple Science. And hopefully, now that Purple Science is back up and running, to a more full capacity very shortly. So you can see, like, we got one half the boxes are full, the other half are empty. Well, that's because we were out of the oil, right? Ran out of oil. Sad face. Yeah, my very sad face. It's just the way it is. But we now have that fixed. I am very happy. So as we can, hey, because 10 million science people, we need 10 million of those science. We need all the science doing all the things. So you don't get the 10 million science without the 10 million purple pieces. That's for sure. All right, let's head back to Noko, to the Noko planet. In fact, just hold on a second here. Zoom out a little bit. We'll do this planet. This works for me. And this is going to be the Cap planet. The Cap. Your cap lock key is gone. It's funny, I have the caps lock key on for Cap. It's the Cap planet. Yeah, Cap. There we go. Done. One planetary system called Cap. All right, now let's head back to the Noko system. So we can do that. Noko, where is supply? Oh, there it is. It's fine. It's all fine with all the little dots flying around. I'll find it. I usually do. Okay, oh yeah, you did. I was gonna say, where's my arrow? All right, there we go. Not to say, it's funny because they put this arrow in and I didn't use it for the longest time. I just got used to knowing where everything was, but because I've only been playing it sporadically over the recent months, while letting all the science and stuff build up, I actually am a little lost sometimes on this on the location. So I actually have gotten used to using the arrow over the last week or so, which I don't know. I've always been very proud of being able just to take off and fly to where I was going all the time, but well, technology, right? It is what it is. But you got to turn up this way. Otherwise, you're going to miss this planet, and and that's going to be a bummer. That's for sure. All right, we get back over here, all the things. But yeah, I mean, you got to have some mods. And I must admit, having the speed mod in here is actually kind of nice. It just makes things a little easier. That's 3. That's 1. Where's 2? There's 2. There's 2. There's 2. Come on, hit 2. There we go. That a man. Listen, get rid of the silly arrow. This is why I don't usually fly with the arrow, because I hate that arrow. Okay, there we go. Let's get down here to the supply planet. Okay, here, we'll even put that back on regular speed. Let's see. You gotta go, which way is it? This looks good. That's fine. So we'll go this way. Here we are. All right. So with like over 1 million and some foundations, let's start covering a planet, shall we? Here we'll do 60,000 at a time, I guess. Why not? So let's bop down here. And foundations. Yep, all the things, all the stuff. I think that's as big as the square will go, right? Yes, it is. Yes. Okay. Well, let's rock and roll, people. Dark side of the planet. Can't tell where I am. Okay, here we go. All right. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I mean, it's really simple. We want an achievement. I want an achievement, and gosh darn it, I'm getting one. All right, well, at least down here on the sunny side of the planet, it's a lot easier to see. Yep, Yep, all the things. Yep. All right. I'm sure it will pull all my hair out when I totally miss a block somewhere, right? That'll be a lot of fun to find, but not really. Okay, here we go. How many foundations you got left, Max? I don't know. I'm putting it down a lot of foundation. You've spent 46,000. Okay. Listen, I don't care how many I spend. I got many boxes of foundation for a purpose, and that purpose, gosh darn it, was to make me a Death Star. So let's get this achievement out of the way. Okay. Well, we can actually talk about what's going to happen next week too, right? Next week's going to be crazy. We got a Zion coming out. I don't know is Zion? iZion? iZion? I don't know what the name of that game is. I'm going to have to watch their developers video on it again to get the pronunciation right. But we got that game coming out next week. That's super crazy. And then, of course, we've got Infraspace coming out next week. Now, Infraspace did say that they may have to delay one more week. If they do, well, holy smokes, thank goodness. Because with 2 Point Campus announcing their DLC this morning for Monday, I couldn't believe that. Like, they could have given a better notice on that. I mean, I was not happy when I seen that. It was like, really? You're giving people like 4 days notice? Like, put aside the fact that from a scheduling point, like as a YouTuber, gaming YouTuber, from a scheduling point, announcing a DLC literally days before you launch it really stinks, because it makes it really hard. How many foundations do I have? I still have 30,000 foundations? Really? I've made over 1 million foundations because I didn't think I was going to have enough. All right, never mind. But let's keep going. Let's put aside the fact that, as a YouTuber, right? That's trying to, you're trying to schedule stuff all the time, right? And okay, that's great. Except that it's really hard to make a schedule when you're telling people, oh, by the way, we're going to launch a brand new DLC for one of the games you play on your channel. Oh, and it's going to come out on Monday. Like 6 days from now. Well, okay, that's great, except that I probably had other things already planned for them time slots. Gosh darn it, which really made a mess of things. I must admit, I was not very happy about that. Now, that being said, I'm really happy about the DLC. I mean, come on. Space Academy? It's going to be awesome. I mean, that DLC is going to be great. Can you blueprint foundations? No. I don't think you can. Not as far as I know. I mean, like if I go, like I'll just go up here. Just 1 second. Land, Control C, do the things here. Copy that. Yeah, like there's nothing to copy, right? As far as the game's concerned, there's nothing there. Well, yes, plans are made to be broken to a degree, but at the same time, and it would be great if there was no other games launching, but with Zion and Infraspace coming out next week already, I had already had planned out a full schedule for like the next 3 weeks, because I mean, when you have two new games coming out, now I mean, yes, Infraspace has been on the channel before. I mean, that's fine, but because of the new upgrades and stuff, right? It's basically a new game, right? So I'm about to start 2 brand new series, and that's a lot of planning already. Which of course takes up most of the week, right? And then this is what's going to make me nervous. I'm afraid I'm going to miss a block in here somewhere. But now, when you're squeezing in a 3rd new one at last minute, it's like it really, from a planning perspective for YouTube videos, it really kind of stinks because it's just bad. But let's set that aside for a second. All right. As a consumer, as a general consumer, why would you not announce this sooner, right? So, let's say I could only afford one game for Christmas, right? Like, a lot of families don't have a bucket load of money, especially this year, to be spending on all kinds of games. So, chances are they can only afford like one or two games to get, right? So unfortunately, they've probably been keeping, when they had the autumn sale there the other day, lots of people were probably buying up their Christmas games, right? And then all of a sudden, this morning, right, they announced this DLC for 2 Point Campus, but you might have bought that if you had 2 Point Campus as your Christmas game purchase, right? I'm out of foundations. There's lots of... there's deadlines involved, right? I'm very scared I'm going to forget where I am. Let's see if I can't figure that out first. Oh, I'm at my mega factory build. All right, let's just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm at the steel build, right? Or the iron build. That's fine. Cool. I gotta go get more foundations. All the way up here. There's definitely deadlines involved. One of those deadlines, I'm sure that was involved, was all around money, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I love money. I'm big on capitalism, right? You've heard me say that many times. It's just, it's almost like they just threw it out there last minute. I don't know. It was just, from an overall perspective, it's poor planning. It's poor planning because, people who had limited money, all of a sudden, now you've put them into a bad, a semi-questionable position. Am I putting anything down here, or are you just making noise? Because sometimes this thing is making noise just for making noise. Okay, there we go. So it's just put, people into a questionable position because, you may have wanted to save that money. Like, you may have bought a game, and not to say you're not going to be happy with the game you bought in the autumn sale or something. But at the same time, you might have saved that money and had bought the DLC for 2 Point Campus had you known, even just a few weeks ago, that they were coming out with a DLC. I'm not saying they had to announce the DLC like 6 months ago, because it's a DLC, right? But at the same time, by only announcing it like 6 days from its release, it's just and the real bad timing, of course, was that it's right after the autumn sale. So people who may have want to buy that, unfortunately, you've kind of messed up some people's plans, and times are tight for people, right? Yes, I am fortunate enough to have a little extra money in my pocket that I can afford to do. I can afford little bits of unexpected, things. But there are lots of people, out there who, either working minimum wage or lower wage jobs or whatever, that have to make decisions like, I can afford one game this month. Which one is it? So they've bought a game or whatever, and then they announce this, and it's like, oh, I really would have liked that. It's too bad they didn't tell me, right? Anyway. It's just maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I don't know. I just thought it was like it was a double whammy, right? From a YouTuber's perspective, it makes for terrible planning. But it is what it is. And I don't know, just from a consumer's perspective, it's poor planning, right? I think you would have wanted to... I would have thought you would want to try and give people an opportunity to decide where they want to spend their money, right? That's my only thought on it. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but at the same time, I do tend to be conscious about people and, how they spend their money and stuff like that. So, and I'm not even involved in it, in any of this business, right? All the things. I must admit, the dark side of this planet really is bothering me. Dude, why aren't you? What's going on here? I was going to say, why aren't you putting this stuff down? Like, did you put anything down back here or what? I'm very upset now. I think I might have missed a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, like, why aren't you putting that down, dude? Target's at... Alright, the target's out of range. That's fine, but... Dude, if I have to go over this planet over and over again, I'm going to be very upset. Yeah. Go back this way a bit, would you? We're at the equator, right? This is the equator. Okay, cool. And the only reason I'm checking is that if I have to, I can always... at least I know where I am in the whole scheme of things, right? Yeah, so deadline, yeah, I totally agree. They probably did have a deadline. A money deadline, right? They knew if they got this DLC out before Christmas, of course, it will make the bottom line look good for the quarter, right? Look, see, I've missed all this. I missed all this here. I'm really upset. I'm really bothered by this. We'll have to do a quick inspection tour of the upper half of the planet before we do the lower half. It's really too bad you couldn't go bigger than 10 by 10 size, because I would just go like size of the planet and be done with it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, don't go too far away though. All right. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. This is a mess. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Whatever. We'll fix it. We're fixing it. Yep, keep fixing it. Fix all this. Yeah, I'm sure there was a deadline. It was all money deadline, right? Okay. So we're coming in here. We got about half the planet done. It is too bad you got to do this 10 by 10 style. This is why when I do videos, this is why I did some of the DSP stuff in video format, because don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm entertaining. I mean, I'm awesome. That being said, you know, doing some of this stuff is pretty dry. Oh, your lack of item. Go pick us some more stuff up. Where are we? Where are we? We're on the border edge of the furnace build. All right, cool. You're on the border edge of the furnace build. So go back this way. Yeah, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very entertaining, but, you know, covering a whole planet can be pretty boring. So do that. Here, store some stuff up here, would you? Just get this stuff out of my inventory. And so we can do a few more things. Oh, no, easy now. No, we want those back. Give me those back. There. Yep, give me this box. All right, give me a box. There, done. All right, do this. Back over here to the furnace build. Okay. All right, well, let's go down here to the equator. It's probably faster for me just to get to the furnace build this way. And you can kind of check things while you're flying along here, Max, just to kind of keep things up. True, but why would we be here? Why do we exist in the universe? I don't know. I mean, that's true, right? It's very true. I mean, it's all part of the entertainment value, right? I do try to provide at least a little entertainment value for everybody, because that's what it's all about, right? You know, the conversation, all the things. I mean, where else are you going to talk about Elon Musk and, you know, gravity at the same time you're talking about mods? You know, it is what it is, people. It just is what it is. Okay. Wow, looks like I missed a bunch of stuff here. So let's see if we can't fix this up. Yep, do the stuff and the things. Make sure you get all this stuff underneath these furnaces, because this is a pain in the butt. Okay, yep, that looks good. Alright, do that. Yeah, I mean, I think they really got to figure out the gravity situation when it comes to Mars. If they don't, yes, you can go to Mars and have a fun time, right? I mean, you can go to Mars and hang out for a couple months, do things, right? But you're not going to be able to stay on Mars for a long period of time without some sort of gravity solution. You're just not. You know, or else you're going to have what you have like in the Expanse. If you've ever seen that TV show, basically people born on Mars are not going to be able to go anywhere because they'll all be, they'll be all used to half gravity or quarter gravity, and any planet they go on to, their bones will be crushed and it will be a mess, right? So anyway, they're really going to have to work on a gravity solution, right? That's why I think they should be building Cloud City on Venus, because of course about 50, is it 50 miles or 50 kilometers? I know, well, it's 50 something, right? We'll say 50 miles just to keep it simple. 50 if you're up 50 miles from the Venus atmosphere, from the Venus planet surface, the gravity at that height is exactly one Earth gravity, right? Which means you could work around, be perfectly fine in a space station without a spacesuit, and you would actually have no bone loss or anything at all. It would be great, right? Experience in life was yesterday's topic. Yeah. Well, yeah, lots of experience in life. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I mean, you got to have a gravity solution, I think. Otherwise, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, right? Which is why I always thought Venus was the better option. But yes, it's not a planet. Now, you obviously can't land on Venus. The gravity on Venus would crush you, right? What is it, like 1,000 times stronger than Earth? I mean, it's terrible, right? Anything we land on Venus only lasts about 7 minutes before it either cooks to death or gets crushed to death by the gravity, right? But 50 miles in the air of Venus, gravity is like Earth gravity, right? Makes it great. It's awesome. Yep, do stuff, do the things. Let me tell you, I can see me having to fly around. Are we out? No, I was going to say, keep going, dude. I'm telling you, this thing is making me very nervous. I can just see me having to search this whole planet for like 2 squares that I've missed somehow, right? I can see that happening. Yep. Yeah, gravity. It's the one thing they really haven't got a solution for. Now, don't get me wrong. You can go to Mars just like you can go to the moon, and you can go play around, shoot a few golf balls, right? You can even set up a little mini Mars base, right? Where, if you want to go hang out for like, 60, 90, or 120 days, cool, right? But I don't think you'd want to be there like a whole year, to be honest. I mean, just saying, right? Yeah, it's a target, right? Again, it's allowing us to work out issues. But you could have worked them issues out by going to the moon, right? And I think that's why... all right, our first mistake was giving up on the moon, right? We should never have given up on the moon, all right? So once we had conquered the moon back in, the 60s and into the early 70s, we should have stayed going to the moon, right? So as technology could have kept moving forward. That was the first mistake. The first mistake was giving up on the moon. But since we've already made that mistake, the next thing is we should have been going back to the moon, right? In a hard focus. And yes, we are, but it's kind of haphazard, right? So yes, we are making our way back to the moon and blah, 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 blah. Artemis 1's flying around up there now, and we're going to build a space station thingy and put some rockets down. It's all going to be great. But to be honest, we should have been much more serious about the moon so as we could get ready to go to Mars and learn everything and get everything ready to go to Mars, right? I mean, the moon alone, the other technology we could have used is the helium-3, and all that jazzy science to get energy under control and all the stuff, right? So that, I think, is where I think we should have done, right? It would have helped us. It would have helped us with the gravity equation, right? It would have answered a lot of that because, again, we would have to answer the gravity problem with the moon, just like we would on Mars, right? And that would have been a big problem solved, right? If you figured out something around doing it for the moon, then when it was time to go to Mars, you'd be like, oh, okay, we just have to scale this up, or, we just have to make this better, or whatever, right? But because we stopped messing around with the moon, now we have to kind of figure this all out again, right? All the things. But anyway. Yeah, but... So, of course, I always say I'm a big guy on capitalism, right? I'm a big guy on I wouldn't call it controlled capitalism, but unfettered capitalism is bad, right? I don't want to use the word controlled capitalism because that just sounds really dumb. We'll call it like regulated capitalism. Sometimes you're going to spend money that makes no sense, all right? Like the post office. All right, for many, many years, the government runs the post office. Why? It was non-profitable, but you needed it. Sometimes you've got to run things not because of profit, but because of progress. Like water and sewage. Okay, water and sewage is terrible. Obviously, you don't make any money on it, but society needs it for health and stability, right? That's why we pay taxes. We pay taxes for things like that. Sometimes you have to do things like because to do them to make progress, and the moon is one of those things. The moon, it shouldn't. The politics should have been left out of it. You should have just did it to do it, right? Because the progress itself would have made you the money later, right? And private companies at the time just didn't have that ability, right? They didn't have the ability to go that far. Now, yes, like today you have SpaceX and private companies getting into the space business. But let's not fool ourselves here. They are heavily, heavily supported, all right, by government agencies, all right? It's great to say that they're private companies, but they are heavily supported by government contracts, right? Don't paint no pretty picture around that, right? It's still, we're still doing it for the science on a large part. The only thing is we've taken some of the monetary risk out of it. Oh, I'm out of things again. Hey, we're getting closer to the top, though. Where am I? We're in the middle of nowhere, Max. That's where you are. So go find some foundations, would you? Yeah, I think it's just, yes, the economics has changed in the last 75 years, but I hate to say it, the economics is about to change back. Just because of the way the world's going, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, economics, yeah, to a degree, sure. That being said, I'm not fooling myself though, because at the same time, you still need to make progress sometimes by not private enterprise. Private enterprise will only do things if it's profitable, and sometimes you got to do things for progress and not profit, right? Sure, it is a different model nowadays, right? I will totally agree with that. You have to you have to do the things and the stuff. You know, and technology has allowed us to get profit out of different things. But that technology also came from taking chances from non-profit things earlier in the stage. I mean, we have the internet because of DARPA. DARPANet, right? We have GPS because of the military and all that. Government stuff. We literally have computers because of NASA. Okay, like yes, computers were invented before then, but I mean, really, large-scale computing, is because of NASA. All right, like that's where we are. So yes, we can say, the economics of today make things allow us to do things a certain way, but the economics of today came because of the things we did in the past. And if we don't do things today to make things happen, then the future economics isn't going to happen, right? I guess is the way I would think of that. Man, am I really getting philosophical today? I mean, there's way too much. This planet is really big, and gosh darn it, it's a good thing we're almost. It's way too thought-provoking. Way too thought-provoking. Hey, we almost got a Death Star done. We're getting there. Gosh darn it, you had better not said I missed a square somewhere. I'm gonna lose my mind. Look, see, I see that square, them two squares. I'm gonna have to go find like 5 squares somewhere. That's gonna drive me crazy. It is what it is, people. All right, a couple more rounds, and this will be done. Holy smokes! Yeah, do this, do all the things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go find like 5 squares somewheres, right? You know it. You just know it. Okay, up, do. All right, we'll get this done. I know when I come around to this other side, I think there was like 3 squares I seen here earlier. Yep, get those. Yeah, see those ones underneath that radar dish? I seen you. Scum. Yep. All right, let's get in here to the top. All the things. All right, and it's getting really close. Okay, here we go. Come around here. Yep. Okay, so let's see now. I mean, really, ooh, I almost blew it. All right, so if we fill this in, it should complete, but chances are I've missed a square somewhere. Gosh darn it. Well, of course I did. Well, all right, first let's get out of that. Hey, it looks awesome though. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a snowball. I will give you that. Where do you think that square is? Where do you think that square is? I don't know. Is it that simple? Is it that simple that it's right behind me over here at the tower? Is it really that simple? No, wasn't that simple, huh? No, I didn't think so. Yes, it's a symbiotic. To wrap up that conversation, yes, it is a symbiotic relationship. And the two do have to trade off every once in a while, right? So, government has to get involved every once in a while, and then the private sector has to get involved every once in a while. And then to get more advancement, you kind of got to go back and forth. I totally agree to that. Now I'm just flying around to see if I get lucky, right? Because you never know. You might get lucky, find the one square. I mean, I won't keep you all on for this, right? I mean, this one square could be buried anywhere, right? Which I'm sure is going to drive me crazy. And that's fine. I just decided to do this planet because we come to this planet all the time. And, I could have taken a blank planet and done it. But you know, it's the NOCO supply planet. I mean, I'm here all the time in this game, and you know that's kind of important. Really, you weren't going to give me that lucky, huh? I'm just flying along, just making sure, because you never know. I just might get lucky within the next 15 seconds, and all the things, right? Sure. I mean, you know. All right. I don't see. I mean, I don't see anything. Oh, look at that. Nope, that's not it. I thought that was a square. I thought that was a square. Well, anyway, it is what it is. You know, I'm sure I'll find it. It'll take me like probably 3 hours offline to find it. Like, there'll be this one square somewhere, right? And I won't torture you on that, because that, I mean, that kind of torture is just not nice. It's just not nice. Let's put me out here in the sun somewhere to wrap this thing up, shall we? So, what do we got coming up? Obviously, tomorrow is Railgrade. And we have one of the bonus maps ready to go. We are going to do Icarus on Friday. And that's just because next week, because of the 3 new games we got coming out next week, we got no choice. I got no choice but to do Icarus on Friday because I won't be able to do it on Monday. Do you think I can spot it out here? I'm just trying to see if I can find this. Oh, is that it? That might be it. How far away is that? Oh, it's not very far away either. Oh, look, there's one up there too. Look. Okay, look. Give me the foundation, dude. Okay, well, I got that one. Come on now. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. Right? Did I not see that right? Where'd it go? Oh, okay, I see it. It's right down here. Excuse me. Are you in the missing block? No. Obviously, there's one more. But anyway, yes. So we have Railgrade. We're going to do Icarus on Friday because next week, of course, the whole week is literally jammed up with 3 new games. So we're going to have to do it that way. It is what it is, people. It just is what it is. I'm going to have to. It's going to be a busy, busy time doing busy things, and you know. We're gonna get it all done, and yeah, all right. We didn't get the little square to come up to say I got the achievement, but we got the achievement. I'll find the I mean, you know, I will find where this one missing square is. You know, I'll have to run all over the planet again, right? But that's fine. There's a really cool shot to part out on. So with that, of course, I'm Max. This, of course, has been Dyson Sphere Program. Destiny, you betcha. And that will be another 2 achievements down for 91 achievements. So I'm going to keep over the holiday season, so like over the next month, I'll be continuing to build up the science, right? All the things. And we'll also be preparing a map to get these 6 achievements here that we can't get on this map. And so you know, we'll have that one marked off, obviously. So we'll be at 91. And then, yeah, I think Tetrawatt and the science will be the next time that we bring this map back as we try to get the Tetrawatt and that at the same time. So that is where we're going to go with that. Next week, Zion, Infraspace, and now 2 Point Campus. Space University. I mean, that's going to be so awesome. It's going to be great. I really am going to enjoy that 2 Point Campus part 2. It's going to be a very busy holiday season. Super crazy holiday season. So with that, of course, all the thanks to the peoples, right? Mr. O, I appreciate you hanging out as always. Noko, it's great to see that you stopped by doing the things. Cap, got you seen the notification. Of course, I gave you the shout out at the beginning of the stream, and now I'm going to give you the shout out at the end of the stream. Thanks for hanging out and doing the chit chats and all the things, of course. And to everybody who watches later, of course, I want to thank you very much for all the watching and the things and the stuff. I would put up a final bar here, but I actually don't have one for this game. I have to actually make one. 2023, right? It's a thing. So with that, I'm Max. This, of course, has been Dyson Sphere Program Destiny, where we are going for all the achievements. With 91 achievements done, we've got 9 to go. And yeah, we're going to do some crazy science, some crazy power builds, and all the things. So with that, remember, Icarus, we got Railgrade, Icarus, and a little bit of stuff coming up for the rest of the week before next week and me pulling all my hair out. Be sure to check the links in the description because when I found out about the 2 Point Campus DLC, the first thing I did was post it on Discord. And of course, you'll want to check that. So if you want the latest news and stuff, make sure that you're signed up on the Discord and the socials using the links in the description below. With that, I will see you on the next one. Take care.